Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in the back valleys of Banff National Park and I'm going over my Ultralight gear list today. This kit comes in at just over 9 pounds and doesn't really sacrifice much comfort. I do have a full comfort gear list that includes things like slippers and a chair that I'll post in the video description, but I take that on trips that are more geared towards camp life and being comfortable around there, whereas bring my Ultralight kit when I'm focusing more on hiking and crushing big miles, or if I just want to kind of go for a nice stroll in the park and not have to worry about too much weight on my back. A lot of the time Ultralight gets a bad rap and is associated with some extremes and cutting a lot of corners in order to achieve the weight, but I think this kit, as you'll see, is pretty practical and is also safe and comfortable. By popular request, I did put together a lighter pack for this kit that includes all the weights of all the gear, and I'll post that in the video description. All the weights are based off my scale at home and not based on the weights that are on the manufacturing website, so you may see some differences there. Also in the video description, I'll post links to stores where you can pick any of this gear up if you're interested. So first up, we have the Mountainsmith Zerk 40 pack. So this is a 40-liter pack. It's also frameless. I've been using this pack for about 8 months now on backpacking and day hiking trips. Got a lot of use out of it and I love it. It has a very comfortable foam back to it, as well as running vest style shoulder straps that are very comfortable and rides really nicely. It also has a ton of pockets, 2 pockets on each shoulder, 2 pockets on the side, little sub pocket there, and then a big pocket on the front back there, and then also a whole bunch of different straps, a little bit too many straps if you ask me, and you'll see that in the review that I'll do on this pack in a little bit. If you're interested in seeing that, then subscribe to the channel. But before we get into the pack, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go over what I keep on the outside of my pack. So first up, in the shoulder pocket here, I keep a Garmin InReach. Use this for emergencies as well as to signal back at home that I'm safe at camp. And this is a really cool little device. I really like having a Garmin InReach, especially when I'm on solo trips. And when I'm on my solo trips, that's usually when I'm bringing my Ultralight kit. On the other side, on the other shoulder pocket here, I keep a Katadyn BeFree water filter. So I'm really liking this water filter for quick, fast trips because I can really quickly fill it up with water, and then as I'm walking, fill up my smart water bottle. And I have 2 liters of capacity here. It's not a lot, but in the Canadian Rockies, there's a ton of streams, and this year's especially wet, so I don't need a lot of water capacity. Usually I can just fill up the smart water bottle and carry the Katadyn BeFree empty, and there's enough streams that I can continuously fill this up, not a problem. As well, in those front shoulder pockets, I usually keep some snacks, but I'm just getting to camp here, so I've already eaten them all. In the side pocket here on the right side, I keep my bear spray. This isn't included in my gear list weight because it is something that is only useful if you are in bear country, as well as my tent stakes. I have 10 tent stakes here and I keep it in a Hilltop Packs Enigma little sack there. It's super cute, love this sack. And then I have a carbon fiber pole that's for my tent. So this is the center pole for my tent, and I'll show you my tent in a little bit here. In these side pockets, I'll also keep snacks as well as any garbage that develops over the course of the day. It's really nice having these little sub pockets here. They're really stretchy and I can keep a whole bunch of stuff in them, enough snacks for the entire day, and I can easily reach back and grab them. That's the nice thing about this pack with the side pockets too. If I only have 1 water bottle in it, I can easily reach back with my stubby little arms that aren't very flexible and grab my water bottle. And then in the stretchy front or back pouch here, I keep my Frogg Toggs rain jacket, just in case it rains over the course of the day, like having quick access to this, as well as my toilet paper and some soap and a trowel. So I use a Vargo titanium DigDig trowel. I love this trowel because it has serrated edges here. It makes it really easy to dig into a rooty ground. So that's it for things on the outside of my pack. Let's jump inside the pack and start grabbing things. First up, I'm just gonna put the pack on the side here. We have my food bag. So at the site I'm at today, I have bear locker access, so I'm able to bring my Enigma food bag from Hilltop Packs. If I'm random camping, I'll usually bring my sack because that is bear proof and I don't need bear lockers or a hang. Then inside here, I have all of my food for the next couple days here. I keep my Vargo titanium spoon. Love this thing. It's a long handle spoon so I can really dig into bags. Then I have my toothbrush and toothpaste, as well as my cook kit here. So I have a 750 milliliter Toaks titanium pot, and in there I keep a mini Bic lighter and my BRS 3000 stove. So this is a little titanium stove, weighs 25 grams, it only costs $20. This thing is awesome. If it's super windy out or if you're at high elevation or it's cold, it doesn't perform super well, and I have melted the arms and had to bend them back. But if I'm just boiling water, this thing is gonna perform no problem. And then also in here, I obviously have a little fuel can. So diving into the pack here, I have my first aid kit, and here I keep some scissors, blister stuff, some drugs, as well as water treatment tablets in case my filter breaks down. Then I also have my ditty bag. So in here I keep some day-to-day drugs, as well as my Nitecore NU25 headlamp, my keys, some lip chap, and then an Anchor battery bank, 6700 milliamp hours, and I use this to charge my phone as well as my inReach if I need to. And yeah, there's keys and some credit cards and stuff. And then you're gonna hear a little bit of crinkling. So that's because I have a NeoFlume bag liner. So you can see right here, I have this clear bag that I put everything that I want to keep really dry inside, and then I squish it up and then tuck it down, and it keeps everything really dry. It's awesome. If it's raining, gotta have a NeoFlume bag liner, or a contractor bag works as well. So right at the top here, I have my Decathlon down jacket. Love this down jacket, really affordable at 80 bucks and keeps me nice and warm. I keep that at the top just in case I need it for a break. As well at the top, I have my 3F UL Lanshan 1 Pro tent. This is a one-person tent and is single-walled, so it's not double-walled like the older Lanshan version. And I'm loving this tent. It's a little bit bigger than the regular Lanshan and a little bit more durable, and it sets up really nicely with that carbon fiber pole that I have there. And then I have some clothing. So I have a Merino wool toque here, as well as a fleece, grid fleece long sleeve right here, just to put on at night, keep me a little bit extra warm. And then I have my sleeping pad. So this is the NeoAir Xlite. It's not the most comfortable pad, but I do have it in a regular wide version, and I love wide pads because they do allow me to toss and turn a little bit more. But you can't beat the NeoAir Xlite for warmth to weight ratio. And because of that, that's why it's on my ultralight list compared to some of the more comfortable pads out there, like the Ultralight XT or the Nemo Tensor. This pad isn't as comfortable. My arms do fall asleep when I'm sleeping on my side sometimes, but it's just so light. And then we have my pillow. Like I said, I do have comfort items in here. I can't sleep without a pillow. This is the Trekology 2.0 pillow. So it's a 2.0 version with a pad strap on the back, and it's just a little bit softer. This pillow is super comfortable. It's my favorite pillow. I've tried out almost all the pillows on the market, and I always go back to this one. And at only 15 bucks, can't really beat it. And then right at the bottom, and I keep this in a dry bag by Hilltop Packs, is my quilt. So this is an Enlighted Equipment Enigma 20 quilt. Super warm quilt, gets me down below freezing, no problem. And I keep it in a dry bag because if some water does get into the NeoFlume, it's gonna go down to the bottom of the bag, and that's where my quilt is. I really don't want my quilt getting wet. It's down. Down does not do well when wet. So I put it in a super light Dyneema stuff sack. That's gonna keep it waterproof, and then I don't have to worry about it too much. If you're interested in my comfort gear list, then I'll post that right up there. A lot of the time on trips, I'm mixing and matching from my ultralight and comfort gear depending on what I'm doing and where I'm going. And I'll really cater the gear that I bring for the trip that I'm going on, and even the people that I'm going with. If you guys have any questions about any of the gear that I talked about today, definitely leave me a comment. I love talking to you guys in the comment section. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.